If you are a frequent traveler or a non-resident or a business owner who needs to keep on traveling a lot, and hence it is difficult for you to receive your OTPs on your mobile to file multiple forms at income tax portal, and this has made you suffer because you could not e-verify your return or you could not do various second level authentication that are required, or worst case, you could not even upload your income tax forms or income tax returns because you cannot get the OTPs on your mobile phone, maybe because of any reason. Up till now, you didn't have any solution and you had to struggle with the second level authentication, but the income tax new portal has given a solution for all of such cases, and the solution is to generate a static password. What is a static password and how to generate it, we will check in today's episode of the Sonia Dawar Show. So without further ado, let's begin. Hello and welcome to the Sonia Dawar Show, the place where you will get all the tips, tools and resources to start and grow your profitable business, save lakhs of rupees on taxes and build your own wealth. And on this episode of the Sonia Dawar Show, we will tell you what is static password at the new income tax portal, how you can use it and how to generate it. The first thing that you need to know about this static password is this is a second level authentication. It is not used to log in to the income tax portal. If you want to log into the income tax portal, you have two options. You can either use it by entering the login ID password, which is the same as you used to use at the old income tax portal, or the second option is that you can activate a login using Aadhaar OTP. I have a separate video on that if you need to activate that option within your profile, and if you want a tutorial, go ahead and click on the link after you finish watching this video. So what is a static password? A static password is basically a second level authentication. So at times it was a genuine problem which many income tax users used to face, that because of non-availability or for some technical reasons they could not receive the OTPs or EVCs at their mobile phone, maybe because their phone is not linked with the correct Aadhaar number, or they are outside of India and hence they could not receive the EVCs, and for n number of reasons, and that used to defer the process of e-verification of ITRs, updating the income tax forms at income tax portal, whichever requires second level authentication, or updating various other information. And now the income tax website is giving you the facility to generate static password. So once you generate the static password, a set of 10-digit OTPs will come to your email ID. And if you are working with a chartered accountant or a tax advisor, you can send those OTPs to your chartered accountant or tax advisor, and they can use those OTPs and submit those as the second level authentication as OTPs and complete the filings for you. Now there are some points that you need to keep in mind with respect to generating the static password. First, a total of 10 passwords will be generated and sent to your registered email ID. So you need to make sure that you have a valid email ID registered at the income tax portal. If you don't have that, you first might need to change the registered email ID at the income tax portal, update it to your own email ID, which you check very often, and then generate the static password. The second point that you need to keep in mind is that these 10 passwords that come to your email ID, these are single time use passwords. You can use them as OTPs for second level authentication. So one OTP cannot be reused after it has been used once. The third thing that you need to keep in mind is these OTPs will be valid only for the period of 30 days from the time it has been generated. So if you have not used these 10 OTPs and 30 days have passed, then you can generate a second set of static password by using the same step that we will show you in the tutorial later in this video. And if you have already used all the 10 OTPs that come to your email ID as static password, but 30 days have not yet been passed, still you can generate the second set of static password using the same method that we will be showing you in the tutorial later in this video. And the final thing that you need to keep in mind is once you generate the static password, the option for you to generate it again will be disabled for the next 30 days. However, there will be an option for you to resend those OTPs again at your email ID. So by mistake, if you have lost that email ID, you don't have to worry. You can go back to the same place where we will show you how to generate the static password, and you can click on resend the static password and you will receive a new email with the same set of OTPs that you can use to update as second level authentication. So now that you know what is static password, how to use it and where to use it, let's go ahead and see how you can generate these static passwords. So without further ado, let's get to my system where I will show you how to generate these static passwords. Let's begin. Once you come into the profile, on the left hand side you will see menus where you can update your profile, and in one of the options you will see static password. Click on static password. Here it will give you to know about your static password, and then you have to click on generate static password. Now it has sent me a message that you have successfully generated static password, and then we will go and check the email. Go and check at the registered email ID. You would receive 6-digit passwords which you can use in place of OTP. If you are not receiving OTPs, you can validate anything which requires double authentication at the income tax website, and you can use these passwords up to next 30 days from the date it has been generated, or until you utilize all of these passwords. So make sure all of these passwords are single-use password. You have to use 6-digit password which is only for your single use, and you have 10 such static passwords. Once you exhaust all of these, or 30 days, whichever is earlier, you will again see an option to generate your static password. So I hope this information is helpful to you. If you find value in this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel so that you can get updated whenever we drop new fresh content. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.